Hey, and welcome to Strap a Watch. I'm Michael Knapp with Knapp Leather. On today's episode, we're going to be going into one of my favorite watches out of my personal collection, my Sinn 556i. I absolutely love this watch, but I'll tell you what, until like an hour ago, I've hated wearing the watch. It came with this strap right here. It's cowhide that it's been embossed to look like alligator, so it's fake alligator. And it's real thick and stiff, especially where I normally put a spine in between the lining and the upper. And I don't know what they put in here, but it is hard as a rock. And it's just never been comfortable. So I was in between orders, I had a little bit of time. I shot the footage of me making a genuine alligator skin leather strap for my watch. Turned out beautiful. Here's the hide I made it out of right here. So a shiny black dye, genuine alligator hide. And you can see I actually cut it out right up here by the head right there. That's some of the best piece of alligator. Hey, it's my shop, my alligator hide, and my watch, so why not? You know, I'll have this watch forever. I love it so much. So after the intro, we're going to go into more detail. Like I said, I can't wait to show you the looms on this watch that's coming up here soon. And you're going to be seeing me hand make the strap. Stick around after the intro. We're going to get right into it. Thank you for joining me on Strap a Watch today. And here it is, my Sinn 556i Automatik. I absolutely love this watch. I just bought this macro lens, so I'm still learning about it, so forgive me if it's not to your standard of quality. But I thought it turned out pretty cool, and seeing the looms, I mean, just check that out. Is that cool or what? I love this. So yes, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you do like my channel. I'm still growing the channel. Here's a catalog I actually sent away. They sent me this free. Sinn sent this to me free. Their 2019-2020 catalog. And here I'm showing the sapphire crystal case back, and it's also on the front is sapphire crystal. That way you could see inside. This watch of mine has the ETA 2824-2 movement. I know the newer ones today are being made with the Salida movement, so I'm really happy I got this one with the ETA movement inside. So there's my watch in the catalog. All right, pretty cool. I'm just very impressed with this catalog. I sent away for all kinds of catalogs, and most of the time the photography is great, the paper and everything is high quality, but they're paperback. This is the first time I've received one that's a hardback one. So there's the alligator hide I was talking about, getting ready to cut everything out. But I wanted to share the story about how Strap a Watch got started. So I'll tell you what, it was 3 months ago. I was in bed. It was a Monday morning, 4:30 in the morning, and I woke up and I had this complete vision in my head of this channel. Now, I didn't have the leather studio that I have today. I was doing all my leather crafting in my garage. I had a kind of a shop in my garage where I made all my leather crafts. And so, that 4:30 that morning, that Monday morning, I went out on my front porch and I brainstormed everything I was going to need. I didn't know anything about filming. I didn't know anything about, editing and post-production. I had some sound equipment, but, nothing. I didn't know any of this stuff. I mean, I just started doing it and watching YouTube channels and how to do it. And so I had made YouTube videos for Knapp Leather, but they were really, just showing final product, not, none of this, not showing how I make stuff and and cutting and editing. It was just, done with my iPhone kind of stuff. So here we are, a few months later. I've got 122 subscribers. I've only been out really a month with 7 different episodes. So, it's pretty exciting. I'm just starting out. I'm in this for the long haul. So, and again, Strap a Watch, it's all about promoting enthusiasm for the wearing of watches. And what I'm doing is combining it in an entertaining and hopefully informative way, where you're learning about watches, you're seeing me do leather crafting, so people that are in leather crafting can get into this too. But it's kind of a unique niche type of a show. I haven't seen any other shows quite like this. So it's my own thing. I'm going off of my gut instincts, really. I'm making it the way I like it, but I'm also keeping each individual viewer out there, you, in mind, and knowing that it's people I'm trying to reach and not just digits of numbers of subscribers. And that's why, I'm trying to give back. On the last episode, I did a giveaway of some of my watches, and I try to interact with anybody and everybody that leaves comments on my channel and on each episode. So I'd highly, encourage you, please leave a comment. I always say, let's find out what other watches people are wearing. What kind of watches do you own? Those kinds of things. I'd love to know that. Leave a comment in the comment section of this video. Let us know. This is me doing the keeper. You've seen me now glue kind of most all the parts together, but I'm now gluing in the keeper. And I'll tell you another thing about what kind of fired me up maybe 6 months ago or so about starting Strap a Watch. And it's kind of funny because, I'm such a huge watch enthusiast, and I follow a lot of YouTubers, watch reviews and what have you. And well, one day I came across, and I had not heard of it, but I thought it was kind of a funny name, was HoDinky. Well, HoDinky is huge in the watch world. I didn't even know about him, I'll be honest. So I clicked on this episode, and it was the founder of HoDinky, Ben Clymer, and he's doing an interview with John Mayer. And I didn't know who John Mayer was. I mean, I must be just sheltered life or something. But, I'm into my music, and I'm not I'll be into a lot of the newer stuff. But once I found out who he was, because after I watched the episode, I typed into Google John Mayer, and it's like, oh, he's the guy that sings that song, Fathers Be Good to Your Daughters, and da-da-da. So, a lot of other great songs. I was like, okay, so that's who it is. But man, I'm talking a watch collection. I'm watching this episode. And so, of course, after I watched that episode and I Googled about him, I watched the original episode, because Ben and he did the first, what they call on HoDinky's channel, Talking Watches. And Ben even told him, he said, yeah, we're up to 45 talking watches now. So that's individual shows. And John Mayer was the first one. So this was, part 2, 5 years later, and going over John Mayer's current watch collection. And oh my gosh, what a watch collection he has. It's, millions and millions of dollars. And, he made a lot of money. One of the cool things he talks about, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave in my description of this video, HoDinky's channel, and then also a link to that actual episode. So, and watch it. It's a really great episode. You'll see how high quality HoDinky videos are. It's just super high quality. But, he talks about if he were to have to buy all these watches today, it may not even be feasible, because the value of his collection has gone up so much, because most of these watches he's owned for over 10 years. And he made it big real fast and started making buku bucks in his 20s. And he says, "These are all the drugs I never did." You know, which to me is pretty cool. Just a guy being that honest, and what a smart guy. I don't know how old he is. I think he's mid-40s, you know, something like that. But there's a lot of watch enthusiasts, and what's neat about HoDinky is they talk watches with all kinds of people. You know, I talked about it in one of the episodes. I was a professional golf caddy for years, and I caddied on a PGA Tour events and Champions Tours events and stuff like that. And so, you know, I know a lot of the pros, not well or anything like that. Let's be real. I was a caddy, you know, but they have an episode with Greg Norman, and they have an episode with Jack Nicklaus, which is really pretty cool. And how Jack Nicklaus was given a watch, a Rolex Presidential all-gold watch. I think he said it was 1967. And it's the only watch he owns, and it's the only watch he wears. So, you know, there are people out there, and those of us that have this, we call it watch disease, this, you know, so many watches. You know, there's never enough watches. There's even a channel out there, one more watch, just one more watch. So people like Jack Nicklaus, I mean, I kind of envy them, you know, where you could just have one watch, because there's so many watches that I love, you know, and I do have a holy grail of a watch, and I will share that in a future episode. I've said that before, but I want to highlight that in a special video, so I will get to that. And hey, if you have a holy grail, a grail watch we call it, or if money was not the object, what would you get? You know, list that in the comments below as well. I'm always interested in seeing what people's grail watch would be. So there you can see, there's the final product right there. And I had it sized just perfect for me. That's why there's only just the main keeper. It's all I need on this watch. And I can't tell you how comfortable this strap is compared to the other one. It's just amazing. So there it is. It turned out gorgeous. And it's, you know, that's one neat thing about being a leather crafter. You get to make what you want to make, how you want to make it. And I think it really accents all of the colors and aesthetics of the watch. Well, listen, thank you for joining me today. God bless you all. And until the next show, keep on ticking.